Good morning YouTube, how are you doing? So I'm going to first caveat this with an apology if it's a bit wobbly, but I'm holding the phone so to facilitate in this video. So I thought I would give you a 101 on how I pose baby to take pictures to make her look as real as possible. It's just my way, it's just my opinion, and it's just the things that I do, but I thought it might be helpful for some of you guys out there. So I've got little Finley with me here, which she is the Cleo by, I think she is called Severine Piret. Apologise if that's wrong, if that's spelled pronounced wrong, but I've got little Finley here with me, and I thought I would just show you things that I do that are helpful for me. There may be points that I have to put the camera down, but bear with me because I'm going to be doing this kind of one-handed. So here's little Miss Finley here, and so I'm gonna just I don't know whether to remove her clothing or not. So I put her in slightly baggy clothes because it gives the illusion of movement even if she doesn't move. And if I show you her body, she is underfilled. She's filled with baby fat, but she's underfilled. She's not bursting out of the, you know, the body that's appropriate for the doll, because they all come with an appropriate size body on, is not like filled to the max so that she's bursting out of everything and is like a teddy bear. She's quite fluid, and she will, you know, she'll bend. She is quite full, but she's not over full, but she's also not over empty. I will take all her clothes off and show you her body at the end, but she's not over empty either. And here she is. So I see a lot of people take pictures like this. Bear with me. I don't know if I can even make her look slightly like, but skin tight clothes, face forward, flat on her back. Just, oh, I can't even make that look unreal. Just like photograph up her nose like so, or just deadpan like this. And for me, that's not very realistic. So what I tend to do is move her, bend her back slightly, and put her in a slightly more realistic position. I don't know if you can see that, but she's just slightly more realistic. She looks like she's almost scrunching up, she's almost doing what she needs to do, and that's what I do. I'm just going to turn you around and take her clothes off, put you on the stand so that I can see what's going on. Bear with me. Oh, I don't know if I can turn you around. Oh, I don't think I can, so I'll have to do this way and hope that you can see what's going on. Bear with me. So I'll just pop you there. You can see Finley, just like this. I'm just gonna remove all this baby's clothes. There she is. Oh, I've got a bit of a cough coming, I think. There you go, Pudding. Just flatten her hair down a little bit. So as you can see, her body is, she's not crazily filled, but she's not massively underfilled either. She's kind of, well, I think it's right, but I mean, I know that that's all subjective and very what we like in a bub, but I'll just take this off, sort her hair out again. There we go. And I'm just going to take her nappy off. that is Miss Finley in all her glory. And if you can see, if I wrinkle her up, like there's lots of room left in her body. So she's got a weighted bag in her bottom. Oh, your hair, baby, I need to sort that out. She's got a weighted bag in her bottom. I actually might fill that out a little bit more, might go back and fill it out a little bit more. I think when you're reweighting, it's always a little bit of a learning curve, and you go back a few times until you get it right, but I might fill her bottom out a little bit more. But she has got no fibre filling, she's just got loose baby fat. So I can scrunch this bub up and I can curl her into a little ball. Sometimes her legs or their legs don't stay in the right position because obviously they're vinyl and they don't move past what they move, but I can scrunch her up, I can put my hand in her lower back and arch her slightly so that she's arched. And if I can show you that like this, like her bum's really sticking out right now, but that's because I've arched her. But when she's got clothes on, you wouldn't see that. And it's all about learning your baby. Now I'm still learning with Finley because she's quite new, and I'm still learning her best angles and what works with her, but that's some things that I can do. And you can see how loose she is here. She's not filled to the max, and that gives me a lot of movement with her. I'm just going to put you back on the stand. I apologize for making you a little bit seasick. There you go. You can see her there. Okay, so that's one thing that I do. Another thing that I do, so she's full of baby fat. She's got the weight in the bottom, baby fat. Her limbs are exactly as the artist centre because they're okay. They're filled with the glass beads, and her head's weighted nicely. I've not put anything in her head from the artist. So when I put a nappy on, I put some fiberfill inside the nappy, and it just gives the nappy a little bit more oomph and a little bit more, looks like a full nappy. And once it's on, and this nappy is a little bit big for Finley, it's size 1 I believe it might be, but I don't like them too, is it size 1? I think it might be. I don't want them too small on her either. And then I put my finger inside and I just manipulate that a little bit. So now it gives the illusion of a little baggy bottom. You can't see the fiberfill at all, you can't feel the fiberfill at all, but it just gives that illusion of a slightly rounded, a slightly fuller nappy, which I personally really like. So I'll do that. And then if I just put her vest back on, she's so cute. I actually didn't think I would enjoy her as much as I did being so teeny. She is only 18 inch. She's a tiny girl. So she's, I wouldn't say she's preemie, but she's definitely very small newborn. And she's sculpted with her little legs curled like the newborn scrunch, which I think is absolutely adorable. So if I just do this and put her little vest on, see already with a little bit of a scrunchy clothes, she is looking a little bit more realistic. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see her. She's looking a little bit realistic. She's matted beautifully, her painting's beautiful, but what I do really love is that newborn scrunchy legs. I don't know if you can see that, her little legs all tucked up. Now, I'm thinking I may tighten her cable ties in her legs, because I haven't changed the cable ties in her legs. When I reweighted her, I literally just took her head off, but I might tighten them very slightly so that they stay up in that curled position up there. I'm not sure yet, I might just leave them, but that little her little legs all curled up is, it's just adorable. It's so newborn and absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I do to help with the illusion, because after all, she is just a doll, and you know, she looks so funny when her legs are straight. She is just a doll, and that's, you know, we're after, ultimately, most of us are after ultra realism. Some people don't collect for ultra realism, and that's, you know, it's whatever they collect, but I certainly do. I want somebody to walk past and at a glance, you know, think she's a living baby. For me, that's the ultimate goal. The things that I love the sculpt. I love the way her little hands are displayed. You know, she's mid-movement, and her little curly legs. She's painted beautifully. She's got this like little rough patch on her cheek there, little sore rough patch. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Let me see if I can bring her to you. There, and it's just so realistic. It's got a texture to it when you put your fingers over it, but she is so, oh, your little hand's in the way, cheeky monkey. She is so realistic. She is absolutely stunning, and I would definitely recommend her artist, who is Barbara Gonzales. Can you see all those details there? She is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. So I'm going to put her vest back on. I might actually leave it undone, like mid-change, I don't know. I like the vest because when you're taking the pictures, it hides the cloth body. I personally don't like to see the cloth body, because I think it does take away from the illusion a little bit. So I generally don't try to show it. I'm not overly bothered if it's there, but I prefer it not to be. I'm just going to cover her little hands, because maybe this little would definitely have scratch mitts on, so she doesn't scratch her little face. And I think I might leave her little sockies off. So another thing you can do, instead of laying them on a flat surface, because again, that doesn't, you know, she's not going to move, and sometimes it's very difficult to put them in a position and get them to stay there, because she's vinyl. She's not a silicone baby, she's a vinyl baby. So another thing that you can do, if I just scoot little miss out the way a tiny second, come here baby girl, is you can use a blanket, pillow, anything you've got. You don't have to spend a lot of money and you know, buy all the latest fandangly things. Which way? Oh, this way. But if you have a little pillow of some sort, you can then, just move this out of the way, you can then cocoon her a little bit, and it gives her quite a nice snuggly picture, but it also helps in keeping her in the right positions, or keeping her in a more realistic position, instead of just lying them on a dead flat surface and taking a picture of her up her nose, because that's, you know, that's not pleasant on anybody's eyes, is it? So if I bring you this way here, and let's zoom out a little bit. Don't know if I can zoom it. There we go. See, I think she looks ultra real. I love her movement. I love the way she photographs. Like I said, I've got to spend some more time with her and then learn her my favorite angles of her and stuff. But on the whole, she's very easy to photograph and put in fairly realistic positions. And I think the understuffing and just spending 5 minutes tinkering with her and putting her in the right position makes a world of difference. So yeah, that's what I do for this little chicken licking with her little baby chicken legs. So, I mean, this video is nothing exciting, but I thought I would show you. And also show you a little purchase that I got. Now, I'm not big on showing you like every purchase that I buy and things like that, because I just think it's ridiculous. But I was so sick of seeing the Charlie Grain chairs. I just get really bored of things. I've got one and I've got a couple of seat covers for it, but it's quite cumbersome, and Finley for sure would have just been lost in it. So I purchased this one. And it is a child home. It's really easy to store and look after because it's just literally 2 little bolts at the bottom and it comes down into 2 pieces. So if I want to store it away, I wanted a pure white one. Now, it does come with a mesh cover, but you can buy separate covers, and I've ordered a separate cover. Am I overly keen on the mesh cover? No. But when I pop her in, which I won't do just now, when I pop her in with a blanket and stuff, you can't really see that too well. And certainly a little bit further out, you definitely can't see it. So I'm just going to pop you here and angle you down a little bit so you can see. Excuse the half-dying plants in the background. I'm having a bit of a mare with them in winter. So I just take little Miss Squishy Pants and pop her in. Just takes a minute just to angle her and sort her out. She fits in it really nicely, and I really like it. It wasn't crazy expensive. It's like a retro look with a modern twist. It's like the old-fashioned baby bouncers with a modern twist, and I really like that. I like the nod to the retro baby bouncer. So yeah, I just thought I would come on and say hello. Another little tip is just to put a real, I mean, she can't take a full dummy whatsoever, but just to put something like a real dummy in the shot as well can also help with the illusion of realism. So yeah, that's what I do. I hope that was helpful for some of you. And if you've got any other tips that you want to share with me, I'll happily take them on board. We're always learning. And so yeah, if you've got anything else you want to share that would be useful to any of us, to me, then do drop me a message and let me know. But for now, I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video. I will see you soon. Bye bye.